Greetings, comrades! This is I'm giving Caleb back with another MechWarrior Online video, and no gameplay this time around. Instead, I'm showing you the rewards for the 2022 MechWarrior Online Annual Rewards Program. Basically, for those that don't know, every year between September, November, or August, November, I think, they hold a special program where if you bought certain mech packages during the year, you'll be eligible for different rewards. And if you get a certain number of rewards, you'll get an ultimate reward. So I basically have my tablet here just to show you what you could have gotten. The event's already over. In fact, the reward injection is just today on the 22nd as of this video's recording. And basically there are a few different categories. Basically if you like play certain matches or, you know, again, buy certain mech packages, you get special rewards. So like an active player, if you play 100 matches, you'll get cupcake cockpit item, 6.5 million C-bills, a mech bay, and 100 general skill points, which is handy for upgrading one of your mechs. Then we got an MC reward program. Basically, if you purchase mech credits, MC, or gift MC to someone, you receive a previous year's light or medium loyalty mech, which includes a mech bay, and another 100 general skill points, which is pretty nice. But here comes the other stuff. The Prime Rewards, basically if you purchase during the eligibility period, any of the new player packs, creator bundles, dropship deals, anything like that, you get a choice of a hero, light hero mech or medium hero mech, again with another mech bay. Now, these rewards you get automatically. Well, the MC and Prime Rewards. The Active Player Award, you get that during the injection date. But the real stuff comes from the otherwise Booster Reward. You already got that. Basically, you purchase one of the mech booster packs. You get a heavy hero mech or an assault hero mech and 100 GSP. But the other rewards, these are the big ones. The Inner Sphere Rewards. Basically, purchase any of the IS packs or hero variants. You get your choice of any previous Inner Sphere loyalty mech and skill points. Yeah, you get those before the. Here are the big ones here. Okay, so Crusader Reward. If you purchase any level of the Crusader pack, you get a Platinum Crusader and the Platinum pattern for all variants of the Crusader. So that's one of the rewards that got injected today. And there's the IS Platinum Collection 06 reward. Basically, you purchase the Platinum Collection 06, you get a Platinum Phoenix Hawk. And there's another Platinum Collection reward. You purchase any Platinum Collection, you'll get a Platinum Roughneck, which is a pretty good heavy mech. Takes a little bit getting used to, but it's a really good mech. Then we got the Clan Mechs, the Platinum Collection for that. You buy a Platinum Collection 06, you get a Platinum Huntsman, which I used the Huntsman once. Takes a little getting used to, but it's one of the best medium mechs in the game, to my knowledge. Then another Clan Platinum Collection Reward, you do that, you get a Platinum Sun Spider, which I have 3 Sun Spiders. It's a pretty decent heavy mech. And the Ultimate Reward, which you're looking at right now, you don't have to get all the rewards, but if you get at least 6 of these annual reward things, you get a Platinum Corsair, a Platinum pattern for the Corsairs, 2 boosted cockpit items, 2 decals, and 200 skill points. And that is what got injected today. And I guess while we're here, I might as well show you my current mech collection. I'm going to go to select mech. So yeah, 198 mech bays. I used to have a lot more mechs in this, but tried some, didn't like them, sold them, and they went towards another mech. But yeah, as you can see, I'm more of a heavy and assault mech player. Look at all this. But anyway, I might as well start the light mechs. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention Platinum Collection 9 recently came out. And I just bought the Inner Sphere Platinum Collection, which hasn't been injected yet. It takes some time, but it comes with an Urban Mech, an Enforcer, a Dragon, and a Cyclops. Which, they're pretty decent mechs. And of course, the Urban Mech, you know, gotta have an Urban Mech. I have 4 of them, as you can see. But there's also a clan one, which includes the Kit Fox, the Viper, the Linebacker, and the Executioner. Which I do like the Linebacker, even though I only have 1. But, again, they're decent. The Kit Fox especially is one of the best light mechs in the game. Especially get the Purifier, which is a hero variant. Might get that someday. The Executioner, you either love it or you hate it. There's no in between with that. Anyway, might as well show off my... so I have 12 light mechs, 23 medium mechs, 47 heavy mechs, and 40 assault mechs. That's a lot. Anyway, for light mechs, I got myself a Commando. This is a little SRM laser build. You know, pretty interesting little mech. The Flea, one of the smallest mech in the game. Bunch of lasers on this one. So I might as well show you what I got on it. Yeah, you know, 6 ER smalls and an ER medium. Really fast too. 126.3 forward, 84.1 reverse. I'm using a standard engine. Now, you could theoretically put XL engines on this thing because the side torsos are so small. But I still don't want to take that chance at that. But if you want to put XL engines on this, hey, go for it. This thing has the speed and the small profile. It can definitely get the job done. Anyway, the Incubus. This is one of the free mechs that were available earlier this year. Decent little mech. I got just 2 LB2Xs. I was gonna go for like a few machine guns and some lasers, but I figured nah, let's do something different. 2 LB2Xs. Decent enough build. Javelin. This is a loyalty mech. Which, I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous MWO video, but basically, loyalty mechs and special mechs, you can't sell them or get rid of them. So once they're in your inventory, they're there forever. So you really want to make sure it's a mech you really want. And it's a mech you like. So, Javelin, decent enough. This has got 4 heavy machine guns and 2 ER mediums on this. I got a Mistlinks. This is one of the platinum mechs I have. Pretty interesting looking mech. Just 3... I've been touring around with quite a few builds of this, so I decided to opt for 3 heavy mediums. You know, not the most practical build, but it gets the job done. I was going for like a bunch of small lasers, but thought it has a little more oomph to it, you know. Panther. Another platinum mech I have. Yeah, this is a tricky mech to use, at least this variant, because most of your weapons are going to be on your right arm. If you lose that, there goes your firepower. Especially this is all I have. 2 larges and 2 ER mediums. So if I lose this arm, that's it. I'm just gonna take one for the team at that point. Piranha. Yeah, everyone's favorite light mech. You know, you either got 100 machine guns on it or 100 lasers. I went for the lasers. You know, 5 ER micros and 10 heavy small lasers. That sounds a lot, but they don't generate that much heat. But still, you want to go easy on the fire because, see right here, firing more than 5 smalls or mediums will result in a heat spike. And I have 10 heavy smalls, so I suggest chain firing this. Anyway, let's get to the only Urban Mech. I got 4 of these. Well, about to be 5 because I'm going to get a Platinum UMR60, which I have an R60L. Not the same thing. But yeah, got an R63. All it's on here. I originally had 2 snub-nosed PPCs on here, but I decided to go all out and get a heavy PPC. Give it a little more punch. And yeah, I have an XL engine on this one. Which again, it can kind of sort of do it, but you know. I think of all the mechs, I think the Flea is the best Intersphere mech to put a XL engine on. Because again, it's so small. And the torsos themselves are even smaller, so that's a lot more manageable there. Urban Mech, kind of there, but, you know, stay on the move and you'll be okay. Anyway, I got the K9. Yeah. Now, the 2 Hero Urban Mechs, the K9 and the Street Cleaner. The Street Cleaner came with the Solaris 7-pack. It's okay, but the K9, I've seen a lot of builds for the K9. This Of the two hero mechs, this one's the best. You got a little jack-o'-lantern smiling on there, a few bullet holes. And LB5X. 3 AR smalls and 2 mediums. Yeah, pretty nice little build. And fun. Of course, you know, gotta have the light bar on the top. This is an urban mech after all. Next up, the R68, the loyalty version. This is actually one of the, I think this is one of the loyalty mechs I chose during this reward program, because yeah, this is it, because you could choose any loyalty, light, or medium. I decided to go for the urban mech because it's an urban mech. This one has 3 mediums and 2 MRM10s. So this has a lot of firepower for a little trash can. Nice little pattern on it too. And I got the Urbinator, the R60L. Of course, an AC20. Pretty tricky to use, but this thing slaps once you get the hang of it. You know, yeah, the urban mech, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only light mech in MechWarrior Online that can effectively carry an AC20. Like, I'm sure some other light mech can do it, but I think the urban mech does it well. And the Wolfhound. Remember having one before, I decided to get another one. Decided to go for some ER mediums. Now, I think this is better than the Panther, because, yeah, 2 on the arm, but I have 4 in the center mass here. 2 in the center, and 1 on each side torso. So if I lose my arm, I still got some lasers here, so I'll be good. Anyway, start out the mediums. Yeah, not too many here, but, you know, I have my favorites. Blackjack. Haven't used this for a while, but I love this build I have here. Yeah, Barldol showed us a long time ago, and it's still pretty good. Got 5 mediums, but the real punch is a heavy PPC. Yeah, really nice. Pretty interesting looking mech, too. Now, my favorite medium mech, the Bushwhacker. Of course, I got a platinum version for this, because why not? And if you ask me, the Bushwhacker is the best rack carrier. What I mean, see the side torsos here? How small they are? You could theoretically put an XL engine on this, and I think it'd handle it well, provided you're facing your enemy. Because, yeah, front side torso is pretty thin, but you turn to the side, yeah, definitely want to keep facing your enemy for that. But still, one of my favorite medium mechs, if not the #1 favorite medium mech. Maybe it is. But yeah, half of my, well, most of my, I think all my builds have racks, or at least UACs. Here, 2 rack 5s. I got the X1 here, which has 3 AC2s. You have 2 here, each side torso, and 1 up here. So I could sort of peek with this, but yeah. Now I got the High Roller. I call it the High Racker, because again, 2 AC5s, as well as a medium laser, or 2 medium lasers, 1 in the front, 1 on the arm here. Yeah, I love rack 5s, and again, the Bushwhacker is a perfect carry for it, because they're so close together. Then we got the Micro Atlas, which, again, rack 5s, 2 mediums. I had a different build for this, but I forgot to save it. I want to check it out again. And the X1S, which is a special variant, because I bought the pack on the website earlier. Anyway, again, rack 5s. Again, I'm just a sucker for rack 5s. The sound they make when you fire them, and again, the Bushwhacker is a perfect carrier for them. But yeah, might get another Bushwhacker later, because I just love them so much. Anyway, Centurion. Mastiff's Mech. And yeah, kind of a jack of all trades here. Got an AC-10 on the right arm. Got the 2 SRM-3s on the left torso. And 2 mediums on the right torso. Decent little mech. Takes some getting used to. You want to get used to twisting to the right. So that way, all the enemy fire hits your left arm because of this armor plate here. You don't want to lose that arm, because that's where the bulk of your firepower is. Yeah. Interesting. I mainly got this because, you know, this is Mastiff's Mech and Battletech. And in Cicada, this is another loyalty mech I got. Really cool pattern on this thing. Really nice looking. Yeah, really fast, 170.6. Went for the light engine. Because these side torsos, I wouldn't trust an XL engine on this. Can if you want, but yeah. And yeah, just 2 ER large lasers. That's it. You know, simple but effective. If you know what you're doing, which most of the time I don't, but hey, what can you do? There's my huntsman. Anyway, crabs. I think this mech's underrated. I see it quite a bit. A lot of people don't like it because it's ugly, but... And plus how much it sticks out, but... This is a pretty heavily armored mech. Look at 304. And the maximum is 338, so... Compared to the Bushwhacker... Yeah, that's a little tanky. Yeah, the Bushwhacker's pretty tanky as well. Yeah, very tanky looking mech. Especially if you've got the right weapons for it. It's got 5 medium pulses and 2 AMSs. Pretty nice AMS carrier, but we'll get to that later. I got the Florentine, the Hero mech. Got a heavy PPC and an MRM-10. This is another mech I've been toying with different builds for, because it has 2 ballistic hardpoints, 2 energies on the right, 2 missiles on the left, and an AMS on the right. Yeah, toy fuse, but I decided to go with a heavy PPC and an MRM-10. Kind of sort of a brawling build, mid-range brawling, but eh. Probably not the best build for it, but hey, gets the job done. Anyway, this is one of the hero mechs I got from the loyalty program, the Dervish Frenzy. Yes. The Dervish love their missiles, and the hero mech shows it well. 8 missile hardpoints. 2 in each arm, 2 in each side torso. And I opted for SRMs. 4 SRM-4s and 4 SRM-2s. I chain fire those suckers, and takes a little getting used to, but it's a pretty decent mech. And the Griffin, I got this a while back. Griffin's another one of those love it or hate it mechs that the arms are kind of big for a medium mech, but they provide plenty of protection for the side torsos, so that's good. Again, this is another mech I've been toying different builds for. Couldn't really find a good one that suits my playstyle, so I just decided to go for 2 Rack 2s and a light PPC. Again, not a very practical build, but eh. Okay, Hunchback. This is a mech I've been going back and forth. I buy one, then I sell it, then I buy another one, then I sell another one. And rather get just one, it'd be the 4P because of all the energy hard points. It has 9, count them, 9 energy hard points. One of the fun builds is 6 light PPCs. Not the most practical build, but it's fun to play around with. But I decided to go for 2 larges and 4 ER mediums on this. And the Hunchback 2C, I think the 2C is a better version because it's a little more symmetrical. Plus, you see how high these energy hardpoints are? It's better for peaking. And yeah, 4 heavy mediums, 2 heavy larges. So yeah, this gets toasty, but if you chain fire it, you'll be good to go. And here's the Platinum Huntsman I just got. Pretty nice looking, but what is it? Okay, God. I'm going to try to find a cool build first or try to make my own. I'm not good at making my own builds. I just go with builds other make like Bardal, you know, the TTB, No Guts, No Galaxy. I usually check those builds. And for the most part, they're pretty good. I can't make my own that's practical. Anyway, yeah. This has an Ultra AC-10, ER medium and ER small, 2 Streak SRM-4s and 2 LRM-10s. I might go for another brawling build with this. I'm not a big fan of ATMs. They're really good, but I don't know. I just can't get the hang. I'd rather use SRMs, get up close and personal. But I'll find a pretty good build for this thing. Anyway, Ice Ferret, Refrigerator. Very polarizing mech here, because how boxy it looks. So I got its nickname, the Refrigerator. Now, I will say this now, if you're to get just one version of the Ice Ferret, get the Hero variant, the Rainbow Crow, only because that has ECM. But yeah, I just went like a small laser boat, 4 micro pulses and an ER large. That's about what I can fit on here. It'd still be efficient. But yeah, Nova, one of my favorite clan mediums. The amount of energy hard points you can put on this is insane. So you get 6 in each arm. I used to go for a bunch of micro lasers, but I decided to go down to a little more punch to it. Go with 8 heavy mediums. I chain fire them, of course, because, yeah, heavy lasers generate more heat. My Phoenix Hawk. Here's that Master Chief mech. Very nice. So I got 2 machine guns, 2 medium lasers, an ER large, and an ER PPC. I'll definitely find a interesting build for this. 2 ballistic, 4 energy, and an AMS. I think I can make something with this. Yeah, Master Chief mech. Alright, Shadowhawk. Yeah, decent enough mech, you know. If you got the right build on it, it'll suit you well. This, an ER PPC, and 2 MRN-10s, so yeah, distance with the PPC, little mid, maybe short-range brawling with the MRMs. I just like MRMs. Anyway, Stormcrow. At one point, this is one of the best medium mechs in the game. It's still pretty good, but it's kind of been dethroned by the likes of the Bushwhacker and Huntsman, in my opinion. But anyway, this is one of those mechs I like to do laser builds on. You know, 7 medium pulses, 4 micro pulses. Yeah, fun mech to play around with. And I also got the hero variant, the Lacerator, which, another laser boat, but a little more balls to the wall here. Got 1 ER medium, 2 large pulses, and 10 ER micros. It's a lot of laser. Okay. Viper, yeah, I originally got the collector version a while back, so I still have the special variant. Got rid of the other variants because they weren't exactly my cup of tea. I just had this because I can't get rid of it. Yeah, one of the fastest medium mechs out there. 129.6 kph. Very fast. And of course, 2 heavy smalls, 4 heavy mediums. Another laser boat build. Very interesting. And the Vulcan. This is the free hero mech from last month. And Bardo did a pretty interesting build for a while back. An Ultra AC5 and 3 mediums. Because when this mech came out, people didn't think much of it, because look at it, it's scrawny and just looks goofy, but you put enough firepower, people aren't gonna see you coming. Very interesting. Heavy mechs. This is gonna be the longest section because I have 47 of them. But yeah. Now, got the Archer. Now, first, I hated the Archer because of how big of a target it is. But lately, I kind of warmed up to it. I think it's a good missile carrier because of these giant side turrets you can put like a bunch of missiles on. And yeah, this is a special variant. And I got 4 medium lasers. And it's all about the MRMs for me. So, to prevent heat spikes, find more than 2 SRM MRMs or rocket launchers simultaneously. Yeah, this is a little more weight efficient for me, so I got an MRN-20, an MRN-10, and an MRN-30. And I chain fire them, of course, to prevent the heat spike. Then I got the Platinum variant, the 5W. This one, I had a little fun with it, though I didn't win as many matches with it. It's still fun. Got 6 MRM-10. This is all about the missiles here, because it has 9 missile hardpoints. Yeah, it's basically the Dervish Frenzy, but a little bigger. And yeah, basically 2 on each side torso, and of course 1 on each arm. Decent brawling, fun to goof around with. Then I got the Tempest, the hero mech, mainly to get the annual reward program stuff, but it's a decent amount. I kind of warmed up to this. Got 6 ER smalls and 2 MRN-30s, so yeah, pretty interesting. Black Knight. I have 2 of these. The Black Knight doesn't have much variety when it comes to builds. Like, it's basically like 7 different flavors of laser vomit. The only variant that has different hardpoints is the Partisan, which is the hero mech. It has a ballistic hardpoint and a missile hardpoint, both on the same arm. I decided not to get that because I think the regular variants do just fine. Another pretty tanky mech. Goes up to 462 armor. And again, it's like different variants of laser from it. Here I got 2 larges, 5 ER mediums, and 2 AMSs. And I got the 6B here, which is 9 medium pulses. That's a lot. Pulse lasers. Then I got the special catapult, which is, if I remember correctly, this is one of the mechs you got from a celebration event for MechWarrior 5. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, before it was announced it was an Epic Game Store exclusive at the time. What you got, if you pre-order MechWarrior 5, you would get a variant of the Marauder 2 pack, depending on what level the MechWarrior 5 pre-order you got. But this is one of the pre-orders. This is just a celebration. I forgot why you did get these, but yeah, I got this, and I got Warhammer. I think the Marauder 2, I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, Catapult, only one I have, but decent build. I got 2 LB10Xs and 2 MRN10s. Pretty decent build. Alright, now for the Crusaders. Yeah, I recently bought the regular pack. I might get either the special variant or the Hero Mech, the Krail. Because I've been seeing the Krail a lot, because you can put like 10 machine guns on it. And I normally expect this stuff is something like a Piranha. Not a Crusader, but it's what I see a lot. It's good for whittling down parts when all the armor's been stripped off. So yeah. Anyway, the 3R here. Got 2 LB10Xs and 6 SRM2s. Which is the 3R. The 5K, 4 medium pulses and 4 SRM6 with Artemis. We're having a little more fun with this. Then we got the 6T, which is also the Platinum variant I got. This is the all-energy version. Because again, you talk about 9 missile hardpoints. How about 14 energy hardpoints? Yeah, good luck finding a build with a bunch of lasers that doesn't get toasty. So I got 12 mediums and 2 smalls. And yes, I chain fire them. Yeah, you fire them all at once, you're going to have a bad time. And yeah, I'm going to copy paste a build for the Platinum here. Very nice. Almost reminds me of Armored Core, this Platinum pattern on it. And I got the 7L. It's just 6 SRM6s. And the other variant, I got rid of it because I couldn't really find any good builds for it, nor can I make one of my own, so I just got rid of it. I might try it again later, when it's available for C-bills. Anyway, Ebon Jaguar. I love this mech. Mainly because of the energy hardpoints, the way it's got like little bunny ears or something. They were pretty good for peeking. Of course, another energy boat I got here. 6 ER mediums, 3 ER larges, so it can get toasty. But that's why you chain fire. Alright, Grasshopper. This is actually the only version of the Grasshopper I use, and it's a decent mech. It's a... Normally, you see a mech like this, you think it'd be a little fast. It, well, kind of is. At least the way I build it, 69.4 kph. So, not the fastest mech out there, but it'll get you from A to B. Yeah, 3 energy... no, 3 larges, 4 ER mediums. Went for another laser bow here. Hellbringers. I got 2. I got the Platinum version and the Loyalty version, which is one of the things I got from the War program. And yeah, I just went for pretty much the same build on both of these. Went for 4 ER mediums and 2 heavy larges. Doesn't really have any special quirks when it comes to just the 30 SIBO bonus. Yeah, these are basically the Clan Hellbringer, the Clan Warhammer. Sorry, but I don't know. I keep dying on this mech, but I guess it's because of the size of these side torsos. I end up losing my weapons pretty quickly, but pilot error on that part. Get good. I need to get good. And we got a linebacker, also known as a laserbacker here, because again, I don't know why, I just love energy boats. I just like putting a bunch of lasers on a mech because you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. And it's just fun to see how many lasers you can fire before you overheat and become a sitting duck. But yeah, 8 heavy mediums here. Yeah, it definitely looks like a Timberwolf has been squashed by an Atlas, doesn't it? Yeah, decent. If you want a Timberwolf but want something with a lower profile, I think the linebacker will do you good. Alright, Mad Dog. This is another hero free mech. I think this is back in August. Or was it? No, it was June. It was June. Yeah. One of the classic mechs. When I think of MechWarrior or Battletech, 3 mechs come to mind. The Mad Dog, the Timberwolf, and the Atlas. Those are the faces of Battletech. But yeah, just went for 6 ER micros and 2 SRM6s. No, 6 SRM6s. That's a lot of missiles. Jeez. And I got the Platinum variant, which, pretty much the same build. Some unoriginal. The only difference is this one doesn't have Artemis. But yeah, pretty decent mech here. And Marauders. Very cool mech. I guess you could also consider this the face of Battletech. Because I see a lot of special MechWarrior 5. But yeah, I have 3 different Marauders. Got Platinum variant, Special variant, the 9M, which is another one of the MechWarrior 5 variants, and the Bounty Hunter 2. But for the 5M here, for an Ultra AC20, it's 5 mediums. For the 9M, for 4 ER larges and 2 MRN10s. Pretty decent build. And the Bounty Hunter 2 went for a heavy Gauss rifle. I've been having a lot of fun with this mech. Haven't used it much lately, but I love this. The way the heavy Gauss is, you can peek at this and hit your enemies hard. And I'm a sucker for heavy Gauss rifles. The clans wish they had this. They just have a regular Gauss. But yeah, heavy Gauss, 6 mediums, and a laser AMS. Pretty decent build, but it's all about the heavy Gauss, baby. And Nightgear, another loyalty mech I got a while back. Very interesting mech. At least when it comes to the hard points. I decided to go for 2 UAC-10s on the left, and 4 medium pulses for the rest of them. Now the Rifleman. I got 3 of these. I used to have more. I used to have the Hero Mechs, the Legend Kill, and the Dowbreaker, but I've had nothing but bad luck with those. Again, probably pilot error, because, let's be honest, I'm not the greatest MechWarrior player in the world, but, you know. Anyway, I got the PPC Man, the 5D. This is actually the first Rifleman variant I bought. And I went for 6 lights, as well as a medium pulse and an ER small, just to fill these out. Yeah, pretty fun build, but I got the Platinum version, the 5D. And largely the same build, but instead I decided to replace those extra lasers with another PPC, so 7 light PPCs. And Chainfire just machine gun those things, and I think you get hit by a bunch of heavy PPCs, but no, it's just light PPCs. But it's so fun chainfiring PPCs and watching enemies cower in fear. Like, what the heck is that? But yeah, and I got the loyalty variant a while back. Yeah, haven't played this that much. It's decent enough. I got 2 AC2s and 4 ER mediums. I might ditch the medium laser and just replace these Rack 5s. That's kind of the build I had with the Dowbreaker, I believe. As a Legend Kill, I think I put LB10Xs on that. I don't remember. Anyway, the Rifleman 2C. Clan variant of it. Got 2 variants, a special and the Platinum. I decided to get the special thing again for the war program. I'm going to be honest with you all. I do not like the Rifleman 2C. Why? Well, let me show you the regular Rifleman. Okay. Probably can tell from his. See how much these arms stick out? Okay. Now check out the Rifleman 2C's arms. They stick out a lot more, which means they're bigger targets, and especially with this variant here, the regular Rifleman 2C, pretty much all your weapons are going to be in the arms. If you lose those arms, that's it. You're done. But yeah, I don't like this mech as I thought I would, but I guess in the right hands it'd be good, but I do not like the 2C variant. I'd rather get the regular Innersphere Rifleman. But I will admit, I did have a few good games with the 2 here. Get to that in a second. But here I just got 3 ER smalls and 4 large pulse lasers. Now, quick tip. If you're planning on getting this variant, what you want to do is you want to put like a large laser in the top hardpoint here. You want to put the hardpoints like this, like a large pulse laser. It'll fill up one in the middle. The second will put the second one on the bottom. And the third one, for some reason, puts it on the top. Kind of weird how that works, but there you go. For symmetry, if anything else, when it comes to your laser groups, but whatever. But yeah. Don't really like this variant. I do like the Rifleman 2C2 here a little more. If only because you could put 6 LB2Xs, which I did here, and just like rapid fire those suckers. Though if I want to rapid fire a bunch of LB2Xs, I just get my ultraviolet, you know that. But I've had more fun with this version than the other version. So, but all in all, I do not like the Rifleman 2C, mainly because of how big of a target these arms are. And I don't know, something about the side torso getting destroyed really easily for me. It just turns it off for me. I do not like this mech as much as I thought I would, but yeah. Anyway, Roughnecks. I used to have a few more, but I have 5. I got the special variant here, the 1A. I went for 2 AK-5s and an MM120. That's a little brawling build. And I got the 3A here, the energy variant, which has 7 energy hardpoints, 2 in each side torso, 1 in the head, and 1 in each arm. I opted for 3 RR smalls and 2 heavy PPCs. So I might Control C and Control V this build to the Platinum variant here, because Platinum variant's a 3A. I was kind of hoping for the 1A, but hey, it's free, so you know, you get what you get. Now the Bolt. Now, when I first got this mech, I didn't have fun with it. I sold it, but I said, you know what? Let's give it another try. So I bought it again, and I'm glad I did because I fell in love with it. I mainly got it for the symmetry for the ballistic hardpoints, because with the other mechs, can you close please? The other Roughneck, the 1A, the ballistic hardpoints are mostly on the side here, just one side torso. But here, you have 2 on each side torso, and I put 2 AK-5s, and it just looks so much cooler. Look more symmetrical. That's how I imagine the Roughnecks should have looked like when it comes to ballistic hardpoints. But yeah, again, 2 AK-5s, and 2 ER mediums and a laser EMS. Yeah, that's just back I was. But if I lose those, I got my rack 5s. Yeah, AMS right over there in the back. And I got the Powerhouse, which is called the Rumble House. I don't know why, but I just did. I've had a lot of fun. A little tricky using AC-20, but when it hits hard. I don't enjoy it as much as a heavy Gauss, but AC-20, really fun. And once you master the timing of shooting it and hitting your target, it's fun. I actually managed to destroy a few light mechs with this. But yeah, AC-20, 2 SRM6s, and an SRM4, all with Artemis, of course. Okay, I don't know what keeps doing that. Anyway, Summoner. I mainly chose this because I wanted to see what the Summoner's like. Got the Summoner F here. And I just went for 6 SRM6s. 6 SRM6s, try saying that 3 times fast. Yeah, not the most practical build, and yeah. Interesting mech, though not my favorite. I have the Sun Spider F3. Yeah, both of the hero mechs. Well, the one that originally came out. I had the Ambush, didn't like it, got rid of it. Alright, this is my first variant of the Sun Spider, and this is a build I had a lot of fun with. 3 UAC-5s and 2 AR mediums. Daka Spider, if you will. Love this build here. And got the Sunspider Dia. This is the one of the got from the reward program this year. And so we got 4 ballistic hard points and an ECM. But since Sunspider's an Omni Mech, I can swap out the side torso with something else and do that. I'll see what kind of builds I can do here. 2 UAC-20s and 2 heavy machine guns. Interesting enough. Yeah, I do like the Sunspider. It's a cool looking mech. Don't play it that much, but it's a cool looking mech. I like to think of it as a giant flea, even though this is a clan mech. Yeah, definitely had some fun with this. Anyway, the Modular. One of the 3 hero Sunspiders. And I got an UAC-10, 4 ER mediums, and a large pulse. Yeah, the Vanguard. Got 2 UAC-10s and an ER PPC. They had a little more fun with this build than the Manual, but yeah. Thanatos or Thanagaus. Yeah. This is one of the mechs that got me into Gauss rifles. Because up until recently, I don't use Gauss rifles that much. Maybe because Gauss rifles have a higher chance of getting critted. And they cause weapon explosions when they are destroyed. And can take other parts with it. Though Gauss rifle doesn't explode, the Gauss rifles themselves can. But yeah, 2 Gauss rifles. Pretty nice for peeking. Though the side torsos, the size of them, yeah, definitely be careful with the putting XL engines on this thing. I went for a standard. 60 kph, not super fast, but again, it'll get you from A to B. Thunderbolt. Not my first Thunderbolt. I had one before. I forgot what I put on it, but this one here, I've had a lot of fun. 4 mediums, 2 ER PPCs, and 2 AMSs. Especially the placement of the PPCs, I can peek with these, and if someone gets close, I can use the medium lasers to whittle them down. Very nice. But I think the Thunderbolt's kind of underrated, in my opinion. I don't see this mech as much as, say, Roughnecks or Warhammers, but the Thunderbolt, it's a decent mech. Even though the hardpoints are kind of asymmetrical, but we'll get to asymmetry later on, don't worry. I had a Timberwolf, but I got rid of it. Because, I don't know, I just wasn't... It's not that it's a bad mech, it's a good mech, actually. It's just, I've been focusing on building up other mechs. I decided to get rid of one of my old mechs, and unfortunately the Timberwolf was one of them. I'll buy it again later. Now, let's get to my favorite heavy mech, the Warhammer. And you can see, I have 8 of them. 8. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Warhammers. Anyway, I got the champion version here, the 6D. This is my laser boat build. 2 ER larges and 7 ER mediums. A nice little jack-o'-lantern face here. Yeah. Don't play that much, but it's a fun little build here. Now we go for the real good stuff. The 6R, the Rack Hammer. This is a special variant because I got the collector's pack a while back. Love this build. Again, I'm a sucker for Rack 5s. And the Bushwhackers, the best. I think the Warhammer's the second best because, again, how close the hard points are. It's easy to stay on target. But yeah, 2 Rack 5s, 2 AR mediums. So not much in terms of firepower, but the Rack 5s, oh, so much fun. And you have the regular 6R. Pretty much the same build. Because why not? Warhammer 4L, the loyalty variant I got a while back. Now, don't play this one that much, but yeah, I try to goof around certain builds. I decided to go for 2 ER PPCs and 4 ER mediums. I'm not sure I put the PPCs on this one instead of... I like the little symmetry with my Warhammers, but it gets the job done. Yeah. I got the 6D, which is another energy variant. Yeah, pretty much a copy-paste to this. Yeah, it is the same variant, just this is a champion variant, so you get an XP bonus. Yeah, I already showed the regular 6R. And I got the 7S, this is the Platinum version. Because I got the Platinum pack for a while back. And yeah. 4 mediums, 2 larges, and 3 MRM10s. Haven't had as much fun with this build, but It's still good if you know what you're doing, which most of the time I do not, but hey, that's just me. Then we got the 9DS. This is another the MechWarrior 5 variants. They got champions. Again, I forgot what that program. I forgot what event it was. I'm not sure you had to play certain matches or whatever, but I got all those variants. Yeah, it's the. I don't remember. Yeah, the Catapult, the Marauder, the Warhammer, and the King Crab. Yeah, another laser boat build. 2 ER larges, 5 ER mediums, and an AMS. Yeah, and I got the hero variant, the Black Widow, with 3 LB10Xs. So I call it the Mini Annihilator, which we're going to get to shortly. But yeah, the Black Widow has 4 ballistic hard points, 2 in each side torso. And I decided to go for LB10Xs, because I love LB10Xs. Okay, of ballistic weapons, my 3 favorites, Rack 5s, Heavy Gauss, and LB10X. And yeah, Black Widow, because of how close the ballistic hardpoints are. Yeah, definitely fun. Now, last but not least, the Assaults. I have 40 of them. And yeah, check this out. The Annihilator. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with this one. When I first played this mech, I hated it because it was slow. And because the cockpit is so high up, it's hard to align your weapons properly so you don't actually shoot your teammates. Because they're kind of low compared to other mechs. At first I hated it, but then I played some more matches, kind of grew to it, got used to its speed. Kind of used it to my advantage. Because while enemies are focusing on me, I pretty much give my other teammates poor man's ECM. So when they're focusing on me, my teammates can go in for the kill. But yeah, I do love this mech. I quickly grown to love it. But again, it is slow, but it's heavily armored. I pretty much try to max out the armor for these things. 614. These things are not easy to bring down. I would know. But anyway, the 1X. Now, I'm just going to put it right now. Most of my Annihilator builds are shotgun builds. 4 LB10Xs. That's kind of my MO when it comes to Annihilators. We have the 1X. Yeah, I got 2 1Xs. I got the regular one and the Platinum version. Yeah, same build. Got the boomstick guys again. LB10Xs. But I think one of these variants. Yeah, the 2A I think is better because it has a minus 10 ballistic heat. So I think theoretically this would be better on this variant than the 1X. But, you know, LB10Xs, they fire slowly. They take a while to chamber, so overheating is not going to be a problem. So it's not a huge deal for me. The 1X, yeah, it also has a... let's see. Yeah, the boomstick build's actually better on the 1X because it has a LB10X cooldown of minus 10%, so that's minus 20% ballistic heat. So it's much more efficient here, but again, you're going to be firing those LB10X... even firing them all at once, it's not going to generate that much heat. And again, it takes a while to chamber them. So you don't have to worry about overheating. Now, the 1E here, the energy variant, definitely want to worry about overheating. Especially if you put 7 large lasers like I did. But it does have energy at minus 10%. Though, honestly, this variant of the night might be better for PPCs. Because it has a bunch of cores for PPCs. PPC velocity plus 30%. PPC cooldown minus 10%, PPC heat generation minus 5%, and snub nose PPC heat scale level plus 1. So you fire 1 more snub nose before generating ghost heat. But yeah, firing more than 4 large lasers will generate ghost heat. So we give it that. Don't play this build that much because I just love the shotgun builds, but this build's pretty powerful too. Anyway, the Dockinator, the 2A, the special variant. No, this is a 2A. Okay, you think about how to build here for that, but so this is a special variant. I went for shotgun build here, but the regular one here, I opted for 4 LB2Xs and 2 Rack 5s. Another fun build, but again, I'm a sucker for shotguns, so yeah, with the 1A, also did the LB10X, but you could do an AC10 build on here because it has the AC10 cooldown minus 10%, so you do like a chain-fire AC10s. This might be the Annihilator to do it with. But yeah, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this mech, but I do love it. It's my favorite assault mech. And come on, who doesn't want to pilot a mech called the Annihilator? Answer, people for the Atlas, which I dressed mine up as a big stomper. Now, I went back and forth between a lot of different builds for this, but ultimately I settled for an LB10X, an MRM30, and 4 medium pulses. There's a lot of builds you could do with an Atlas. You know, it's jack of all trades, master of none. So basically choose a build that's best for you. And for God's sake, if you got a bunch of MC to spare, slap some bolt-ons on us, make it look like a big stomper. Got the iron jaw, got the hammer side, got the spike shoulders, and I got a nuke on the back. Yeah. The awesome! Another pretty fun mech here. And I just went for 3 heavy PPCs, and 4 ER mediums. Pretty nice and bulky, kind of a fat mech. If I were to be a mech, it'd probably be an awesome because it looks fat. And of course, I'm fat, so yeah. Could have gone for an Annihilator, but I'm kind of short, so if I were to be an assault mech, it'd be an awesome. This isn't my favorite assault mech, but I've had some fun with this build, the heavy PPCs. Battlemaster. I actually like this mech more than the awesome, because it's much better at peaking. Because you notice with the awesome how low these energy hardpoints are. So I'm pretty much firing my PPC nipples. But here at the Battlemaster, the energy points are a little higher, so it's better for peaking. Not sure you want to peak with an assault mech, but you can do that. Especially here with 5 large lasers. So, pretty powerful mech. I do like this mech. I like it more than the awesome. Anyway, the Corsair. Now, I only played one of the version of the Corsair. It's a free hero mech you got a while back, the broadside. I hated that hero mech. I got rid of it because no build I could make for it was viable. So I just got rid of it. The 7A, though, now, all the Corsair variants, this is the one I see the most. So I guess it's no surprise I made that the Platinum version and the Ultimate Reward. And you probably want to know why. Well, AMS has 4 AMS hardpoints. So you have at least one of these on your team. The enemy's not going to have any missiles in the air. At least not as many as they were hoping. But yeah, the Corsair, I'm a little torn on this mech because the hardpoints are so sporadic. It depends on what variant you have. But like I said, the 7A is one I see the most. I think this is the best variant of the Corsair because the placement of the hardpoints make a little more sense. This has 2 AC5s and large laser, 2 mediums, a PPC, to 4 AMSs. That's kind of the big draw of the AMS. But as far as weapons go, okay, so we got a ballistic hardpoint on the side torso here, and got 2 on the left arm. I think I could do rack 5s on this one, or maybe a heavy Gauss. Yeah, I probably put a heavy Gauss up here, and just leave that one empty, and just put a bunch of lasers. Good. Goes to the main draw again, AMS. I guess I'm glad they had made this variant the Platinum variant. And another benefit, it has increased AMS range, so yeah. No wonder people like this. Definitely have some fun with this when I get around to it. And with the Cyclops, I got 2 of these. I got the Hero Mech. And this one I actually bought with C-Bills. And I just went for 3 Rack 2s and 3 MRM 10s. Nice little sort of brawling build. Might be better for Gauss because it does have a Gauss quirk, minus 10% for cooldown. But have a minus 5 missile cooldown, minus 10 ballistic cooldown, and minus 5 heat in general. So it can run a little cool, provided you don't keep those racks firing all day. And of course, I got the Sleipnir. I was going to go for like LB10Xs, but I think the Annihilator is better at that because you got 10 more tons, so you can carry more ammo. So I went for 4 light Gauss. And before you ask, no, you can't fire all 4 at once. You can only fire 2 at a time. But, you know, you can fire 1 torso once, then charge the next torso and fire that. So that's a build I went for with this. Decent enough. But we'll get to my favorite Gauss carrier later. And with the Dire Wolf, my favorite clan assault mech. Yeah, these things are not cheap, but only because they're omni-mechs. Basically, if you own one, you own them all. But if you want to own just one, make it the Ultraviolet. Because you have the extra ballistic hard points for the side torsos. No, the arms is what it is, the arms. And of course, we went for 8 LB2Xs here. That's a lot of slugs going down range. I've been toying with this a lot. Because I got 5 Ultra AC5s. That's a lot of DACA. I call it the DACA Wolf. I call this a Shotgun Wolf because of the LB2Xs. I guess I could do LB10Xs, but I don't know. LB2Xs are more fun, especially when you chain fire them. Anyway, Executioner. Now, this is a very polarizing mech. You don't see it very much, but I've had fun with this build. 6 ER mediums and 3 ER larges. That's an energy build. XL380 engine. It's a pretty big engine, though the Gargoyle has the biggest engine in the game. Yeah, I just went for energy for this one. Has a sort of decent speed for an assault mech, but I don't know. You want speed, we'll get to the Gargoyle. But for now, let's get to the Fafnir. My second favorite assault mech. And this is the first Fafnir I got, and I went for 4 Ultra AC5s and 3 ER mediums. Had a lot of fun with this, played this build a lot, but that was before I got the 5B. But first, let's show the special variant I got, and I went for 4 LB10Xs on this one. I think the Fafnir is a better LB10X carrier because, again, how close the ballistic hard points are. And I guess it helps that it has heat minus 10%. Though most of the benefit is going to come from the Gauss and energy weapons you put on it. So yeah, they were like the 5, but the 5B has showed off the video this a while back. I think this is my favorite Fafnir. Though the Gauss build, you might be better on the 5, but I just done the 5B because reasons. Yeah, it has a Gauss cooldown quirk here, but honestly, I've had no problems overheating with this because, you know, after you fire the Gauss rifles, they take a while to charge back up before you can fire them again, so I don't think he's going to be much of a problem here, so, you know, either or, 5 or the 5B, whichever you want. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this build. I got 7 kills in one match of this. I might get Ace of Spades with this thing, who knows? Yeah, I already showed off the video this a while back, so you can check that out. My first MechWarrior Online video. Anyway, Gargoyles. Got the hero variant here, the Kim Wolf. Got a bunch of lasers, 5 ER mediums and 10 ER micros. And I got the Platinum variant here, which got 14 micro pulse lasers. That's a lot of lasers, but fire more than 12 of them was on a heat spike. But again, that's why I chain fire. King Crabs. I got 3 of them. I got the Triple OB. Got 4 UAC5s and 3 ER mediums. Then I got the 001, the MechWarrior 5 version. Just 4 UAC5s on this one. And I got the Kaiju, the Hero Mech. Went for a UAC20, the 6 medium lasers, and the NRM40. What's interesting about the Kaiju is that normally the ballistic hard points would be in the arms. Here, it's on the right torso here. You can see it right there. And instead, the energy hard points in the arms. Interesting placement, but there you go. Yeah. Don't play that much, but yeah. Kodiak, the Clan Atlas. And this went for LB10X. Again, I'm a sucker for LB10X. I like Intersphere one's better, but hey. Kodiak does it better, especially how high the hard points are. Means you can peek with these shotguns. Nice. Alright. Nacart Mark II. Don't play this mech enough. I love this mech. Not as much as a Dire Wolf, but I love this mech. 4 LB5s and 2 large pulses. But the Death Strike, if you get just one variant, make it the Death Strike. Because of the energy hardpoints. And the UAC jam chance, I went for 2 UAC 20s. The UAC jam chance is minus 20%. That can be decreased even further with the skills. And yeah, 60R smalls. Most of your fireworks are going to come to the UAC 20s, let's be honest. Alright, the Marauder 2, another mech I didn't like as much as I thought it would, but I love it more than Rifleman 2C. I had the Hero variant, but haven't had much luck with it, so I got rid of it. I still have the 4A, with 3 ER larges and 4 ER mediums and an AMS. I haven't played it in a while, I might fire stick up in someday. And the Marauder 2C, on the other hand, love it. I think of all the mechs I've played, I think I spent more time on the Marauder 2C here, this variant here, than any other. Because of all the lasers I have in it. 6 medium pulses and 2 large pulses. I just chain fire those bitches and whittle enemies down. The Loyalty variant here, haven't had as much fun, even though I got 5 ER mediums and 2 heavy larges. Now, I pretty much put the heavy lasers because of the heavy laser heat scale level. Yeah, haven't had as much fun with this. It's still a decent variant, but I prefer the regular one. And I got the 2CD. I've had even less fun with this. But 2 LB10Xs and an ER PPC. That's what I went for here. The Mauler, I'm working on this mech. I got this recently. 2 UAC 10s, 6 mediums. Yeah. Kind of cool looking mech, you know. Not as cool as the Annihilator or the Fafnir, but hey. I guess it's like mechs that have staunch figures and like huge cannon hands. Anyway, Night Star. I had a Night Star before with a few AC-10s, but I tried to go for a different build. Well, 2 AC-20s, 2 Snub-Nose PCs, a brawling build, but it's a powerful brawling build in the right hands. Yeah. I got the Loyalty Stalker. This is another mech I got from the Loyalty Annual Reward Program this year. Yeah, 6 large lasers. Plain and simple. I got the Supernova. Special variant. Not too big on the Supernova, but I had a little fun with this mech. 6 ER large lasers. But of course, if you lose your arms, that's it. And keep on the Supernova is not an Omni mech, so you can't swap out side torso or anything. So if you lose your arms, that's it. Alright, the Warhammer 2C. Now, I like the 2C as much, if not more, than the regular Warhammer for the Inner Sphere. So I only have 5 variants, but what I have is pretty good. Got the regular variant here at the 2 ER mediums and 5 ER larges. Then I got the special variant, which you got 5 medium pulses and 2 large pulses. Different build, but also fun. Then I got the 2CA, which is a platinum version. Yeah, 3 SRM6s and 2 LB20s. The brawling build. Had some luck with this, but I don't know, I kind of like the laser version better. The Bludgeon, free hero mech I got, and it's okay. I put 2 ER mediums, 3 ER larges, and an AMS. Okay, don't win too many games with it, but I do like it. I do like the other hero mech, the Maul. 2 Gauss, 4 ER mediums. You know, I needed my Gauss fix for clans. I go with the Maul here. And last, the Warhawk. Recently got a platinum version. Don't have it yet. But yeah, one of the best PPC carriers, if you ask me. So I got 4 ER PPCs on here. It's good because it has ER PPC heat generation minus 4% and ER PPC velocity of 25%. So when you shoot these things are going to fly. And they're definitely going to hit. Yeah, missile cooldown, missile velocity. I don't put missiles on it, I put PPCs. Because PPCs. And yeah, fire more than 2 PPCs, that's why you chain fire them. Or just put 2 in one arm, 2 in the other arm, just go back and forth. So yeah. Going to select the Corsair again. So yeah, the Corsair here is the ultimate reward for this year's annual reward program. I can see why I chose this variant because it's the most popular variant, all those AMS. And I'll be honest, I kind of like the placement of the hard points of this Corsair better than the other variants, because I'll just show you real quick. Okay, so the Corsair, I'll use one other version, and that's a broadside. Because of how low the arm hard points are. And again, the hard points are just everywhere here. So we got 2 bullets of hard. There's one up here on the left torso, but the other one's like pointed kind of low. I don't like mechs with kind of low, wide arms. Because it's kind of hard to position right, unless you have the arm actuators, which would definitely help. But yeah, this is the only variant of the Corsair I use, and I didn't like it. The Ravager, I see this more than the broadside, but people like this a little more. I'll show you the other variants. The 5R, again, just everywhere. The 6R, which kind of similar. The 7A, which is the most popular variant. No surprise. We got the 5T. And the 7R. He has rocket launchers, so I don't use rocket launchers. They're powerful, but they're one-shot weapons. Once you fire them, that's it. So 7A, yeah, I'm glad this is the variant we got. And yeah, went a lot longer than I thought it would, but I figured I'd show off all my mechs I have so far. Used to have a lot more, but you know, again, working on certain mechs, got to get rid of others, and you know, goes back and forth. Anyway, definitely have some fun with this later on. In the meantime, this is AMD Caleb signing out. Y'all have a good day.